Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Shalom. Today na the last day for this month, Sunday, number 30 day for this month for April 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Ambazonian FBI, Mr. No Connie, and I come once more with our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we the worker for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Fellow good citizens of Ambazonia, we go start today with big action where the Ambazonian forces, the way they did for the great state of Meme, they don't carry out, I think on the 28th of this month, they don't release video footages.
Today the 28th of April 2023. Yes, now the AROF for Meme County. Now they reborn this motor today. This motor na motor where la Republic use them for make culverts them, for make bridges them. So today we don't come, the military the way they follow the contractor, they don't run. Yes, so we reborn the motor to arch. Yes, I want to thank the Divine Spiritual War House and the ARF United 13 Counties. Saying walk this way, we do them today, the 28th of April 2023. Yes.
So the Ambazonian forces them from Meme, they don't attack one of these company them, their contractor way, they do this so-called reconstruction. La Republique, they don't politicize reconstruction way they be sponsored by the UNDP, make all construction work the way they go on for inside Ambazonia be considered as Cameroon propaganda, unless otherwise being deemed as a necessary and vital project for the livelihood of our people them before those projects can be, I said can be, accepted. In certain cases, certain works are needed, but the contractors must receive authorization and approval from the Ambazonian forces them and their representative them for the area where they operate. We know say the Cameroon government they use these reconstructions as a propaganda tool against Ambazonia, irrespective of the agenda of the international community, where sometimes not just a humanitarian relief measure the way they sponsor them. But definitely this is a job well done by our forces, especially for this place for Meme. We don't see La Republique they inside this particular road project as a propaganda for demonstrate for our people them say the war don't come to an end. We not send a lie and we want for educate our population then say even if some road then be constructed, it no means say La Republique don't win. But right now these actions are very, very necessary. Still for the Atlantic state, the CDC worker them, their trade union, they don't gather together say they want carry out an industrial action. They don't declare a 10 days protest. That means for the 10 days, no CDC worker no go for work. They call and say now a peaceful industrial action where they go carry on from the 1st of May till the 10th of May. Where all their worker they go shidong. The CDC worker they complain say for the past 28 months they never pay salary them for CDC worker. You go wonder person for ask them say for the past 28 months, last time when they be strike protest, they be get a sit-down protest for inside Tico. Now for the same thing, they be complain say they never pay them. So they work all this Ngunju work. La Republique they take them, go borrow money for international community. Not be only the money where they gain them through the CDC, but also the supply chain for CDC, they improve Cameroon credit worthiness internationally, where they give them more ability for borrow money even for the next 20 years based on the activity than for CDC. Our people they need to stop this work for CDC completely, and I don't ask for our people then for adopt the Haiti solution when a complete destruction for all the critical infrastructure them for CDC for no enable Cameroon for be able to sponsor this war and for quicken our victory. All Ambazonian forces then within the around CDC area, they need for completely destroy their critical infrastructure and for stop work at the middle no go for farm, doing so following strict guidelines that respect and maintains the human life of our people using proportional force. But indeed, those actions are needed. All CDC farm, they need for stop work And this one are just a mockery. This industrial action will be taken by the workers are just a mockery. They ask me them put CDC worker them for their board of members. All those demands are just selfish. They should always see CDC as a very strategic company where it don't always be for Ambazonia, and it will always continue to play that role. Internationally, fellow Ambazonians, I want for highlight when what will happen for America. Today, the American people they celebrate what they call and say their White House press dinner. That means the time where their president is sit down with members of the press. They go sit down, they go chop, they go make fun, they go laugh, they go crack jokes, and it be very beautiful for see the most civilized country they behave in this way. This issue it be start now when they begin some president for America where they call Rudolph Wilson. It be the deny for answer question them or for talk for press. The legislature of America then decide they make some amendment for the law where they call and say the first amendment when a right for the population for no. It talks say the people then get right for no way to way their government they do them or government they do them on their behalf, and then get right for get access to their president for actually question them. This one now it restore dignity for the people them and pride for the people them. It be a wonderful display of democracy for see how the president for the biggest country get access for the people them. They actually question, they interact with, for provide this accountability and this access for people them. Now a very big restoration of the pride where the people that get them for their country. So they get access and right for get information. Not be just a privilege, but a right for them for be informed. Their journalists, they act as engaging with their president them for relay information back to their people and ask question way it day for people their mind for make sure say which way their government they do them now for their own interest for their country. Today, some limited number of Ambazonian activism, what they call it now, Mark Barata, a friend them, they gather today also for Belgium. Now a wonderful thing. Initially, they will bring me in for this group with Mark Barata, be one creator as the measure as one of the admin, me and Mark Barata. And I be done always advise them about the rule where they press people that they play them for the life of the people. Now a rule where you get for be guided by ethics, for be able to deliver information will be critical for our people. Now a big responsibility, and anybody who is sick for play this rule, you need to understand and they need to play that rule for the life of our people. Cameroon, they don't get the country where their president, he need to talk for no man. He need to answer no man a question. Now a big disrespect for their people them. So one day they call and say now wisdom of the silence. It is no wisdom. It is actually stupidity when they feel say we not get right for no. And it be very important. Many people that know say person way you tell you something, you report for you that person a natural boss. Because when you know so you need to account for somebody, you need to think what that person could think, and you need to think about that person's interest. So a population where they need to account for them, they need to talk for them, they not be important in decision making. Now why they be important, me Ambazonia dedicate access for every organization and every leader where they represent them. And those are one of the things I had pledged to our people to make sure I hold all leadership to account and all organizations to account to our people, so that they will not have hope in things that are needless, and make sure that their hopes are all substantiated and they are all attainable before our people can have hope in anything. And I continue to uphold those principles. Ambazonia, they don't be stripped of all dignity so much way they don't even believe them be entitled for information. I remember back home, if the so-called government it want tar road, it want make a new bridge, the people that go can't clap, they dance around like saying a favor where government need to do one for them. If you work out all across the globe, government need to do something, no man need to even notice them. People they even complain, say government need to do enough, because they get a higher sense of entitlement. They know say the government they spend their money, now money will be due on them, it be made with their name. And so what people they need to develop this better sense of entitlement, for know their right and for know their entitlement. I remember even when we give our people them information about diplomatic engagement, so one day they complain, hey, we not tell we not deserve to know. We don't get that mental slavery way. We would want to treat ourselves like slaves. You talk say if you free a slave, even you know free your mind, you go see the worker like a slave. Ambazonia, they don't even know say the need for know certain things. Not only for Ambazonia, you look all around the world. I mean, even in Ukraine, they get diplomatic engagement, their president, they can explain for the people them. Where did it go on? Where to be a calculation, including even the types of weapons where did they get them and their military plan. For Palestinian, not the same. Ethiopia, not the same. For Congo, not the same. Now only for Ambazonia way, we say would not adopt La Republique their style, would give our people them the silence treatment and for them it be okay. But for we for elevate our people them, we're not supposed to accept what it is as what it ought to be. We need to fight for a society of what it ought to be and create the world that we want. We must demand today and establish today the type of tomorrow or the type of Ambazonia we will want to live in tomorrow, where they will uphold the spirit of democracy, collectivity, freedom of speech, and above all, civil liberty to all Ambazonians. Capo Daniel, signing off, looking out for you.